Spotlight.
Welcome to the Corsual Spotlight number 14. I'm Stigi.
And I'm Poli.
And today we're going to have a look at the build-up indie hit Banished.
Banished. So, judging by the graphics, what would you say how many people worked on this game?
I'd say about 20, 30, 40.
Well, it's much less. It's actually just one guy.
One guy? Are you kidding me? What a genius!
Well, I'm not sure if he actually is a genius, but I think he really knows what he's doing.
He's a workaholic at least.
Yeah, obviously. yeah, he created the whole engine by himself, and
even the engine.
All the graphics, all the design, it's all done by one single guy.
Incredible. What's his name?
He's called Luke Hodorowitz, I think, and he's working under the company name Shiny Rock Software or Shining Rock Software, something like that. And he actually started with a game concept of zombie survival style.
Mm-hmm.
But that didn't work out the way he wanted it to, and so he scrapped the whole project and just took the code he already had and created this one with it.
Mm-hmm. And we still have that survival aspect, but the gameplay itself is different. So we have the small group of people, so to say, who start at this island, and the only enemy is nature itself. So you need to take care of the few people you have by, getting resources like wood and stone. Just for your basic base, so to say, and you start off just to fight against hunger, so to say.
Yeah, so it's basically the concept of colonizing something, a new country, a new world, like the settlers in America, or in all those other new areas, new continents, and so we just have to make sure the people survive and build up their own civilization on this new area. And a new really unique thing in this is that he actually doesn't use any money or currency system in the game. So you really have only the resources that you collect whenever you want to and where you can, and just use them to build whatever you want. So you even don't have to actually research some technologies or tech trees.
There are no
or something
tech trees.
like that.
You just have the jobs for your people, and if,
you
for
have
example,
this job system.
If you build a school building, for example, if you have the resources to build a school, then you can just say to anybody, you're the teacher now, and then he's the teacher.
So that's not how it works in the real world, but it's a game, so it works there.
Yeah,
and people can actually, I think they can do 20 different jobs.
Of course, when he's a teacher, he cannot work on the fields anymore. So this means you have less food, and this is how the whole gameplay system works. You need to make sure that there's enough food for everybody, that it's for the winter, of course. The only enemy is the weather, so to say. When the winter comes, you cannot have your fields anymore. You need to have it all in your barn.
Yeah, but there is another enemy. Actually, there are diseases in the game, so you need to make sure your people stay healthy.
And they need to be lucky in order to get children, because new children, of course, makes new workers. And you can decide if you want to put your children on the field or if you want to put them into school, and this is how this whole gameplay works. There's no real goal, it's just about surviving and watching your people grow up, and the new generations take over and the old generations die.
And getting new people, so growing your population, actually the only way is really, have your people make love and create children, and there are no people from the outside that are coming into your civilization, I think.
Yeah, so we have a pretty intense gene pool, so to say.
Yeah.
It's a real incest simulator.
Kind of, yeah. Maybe you should mark it that way.
Yeah, and talking about incest, we compare it to EA's title. It has no whatever. We compare it to SimCity, and in the great Corsual game comparison, Well, SimCity looks a bit better. There's more variety in the buildings and in the graphic assets, but Banished, I would say, still is better because it does all the things that SimCity promised, especially the way of life of your unique Sims. You know, in SimCity it doesn't make sense where people go and what they do. It doesn't really make sense. In Banished, people
is actually
have their
more
life.
about your people, about caring about them.
And what they do, you know, you can look at the teacher, for example. If we go back to the teacher, he really goes to school, he really goes home, you know, and he really has his way of living in your village. While in SimCity things are a bit weird sometimes. So Banished is the better simulation.
Well, it's actually more fun and you can play it offline right from the start.
If you buy it on GOG, you can even play it DRM free if you want to.
Yeah, you can actually buy it on GOG, you can get it on Steam, you can get it on the official website of the developer, I think. And there will be even more possibilities to get the game, I think. And it's actually pretty cheap too. So it's 19 euros, I think.
Yeah. And talking about more from content perspective, right now, I mean, it is fun for a few hours, of course, but I think it's pretty easy to master it. Especially the higher difficulty settings are just about the scenario when you start the game. You know, you have less resources in the beginning and stuff like that, while the gameplay itself is pretty much the same on difficult, just like on easy. But for the future, I'm sure there will be a lot of mods, you know, that might even enhance the gameplay more.
And the core gameplay isn't about really challenging the player anyway, so it's more like about having a nice, relaxing simulation where you just watch your people, your civilization grow. And
for example, there's also no military. We didn't mention it, I think, so far.
Yeah, which is really important. So you don't have to build your army and go fighting.
Yeah. The only enemy is the weather and some diseases, and that's it.
Yeah, and we forgot to mention the traders, the caravans that step by from time to time where you can actually trade stuff. So if you are missing some resources that you really need or that aren't available in your area, so you can just go to them and trade with them. But they are also dangerous sometimes because they can bring those diseases we were talking about to your civilization.
Yeah, and if you don't have those doctors then, well, it's gonna be difficult for your society. Your incest society might have a bad time. But overall, you should just grab the game and give it a try if you like build-up games and military actions is not too important for you. We can just recommend it and we hope you have a lot of fun. Thanks.
See you next time.